Howdy, happy day to all you kiddos, both big and small.
I'm dog sitting my grand dogs. Look at my little buddy. Who's gonna sleep with me tonight? Frankie. Hi, buddy. Hi, Mr. Cutie. Frankie. Ooh, sleepyhead. Big yawn. Power down, little robot. This is a hardback book. And I picked this one up at the Dollar Tree. Power down, little robot. I am thirsty. Can I have a can of oil? I asked. You have already gone over your daily limit, Mom Unit says. It is time to power down for the night. All the other robots get to stay up late. You are the only robot I care about, she says. Now hurry and clean your cogs. I try to brush them at half my normal rate, but nothing gets past Mom Unit's sharp eye. Before I know it, I am in my sleep module. It is time to move to part 2 of my stalling program. Will you read me a manual? Mom Unit chooses the thinnest one on the shelf. Can you tell me the story of how I was manufactured? She fast forwards through the shortest version. How can I power down without my favorite toy? She digs him out from behind my pillow. All right now, she says, you must recharge. But I'm not tired. Look, my power level is still at yellow. Mom Unit turns off the light. The situation is becoming serious. But I need to tell you a secret. I lower my voice to whisper volume. Did you know that a hummingbot flaps its wings 1,000,000 times a second? Mom Unit only laughs and clicks on the nightlight. What if my dreams have error messages again? I ask. She promises to protect me. Did you check the closet for rust monsters? She scans the entire room twice. I think I forgot to brush my cogs. She plays back the recording from earlier. But my circuits hurt. Mom Unit smiles. Your systems are functioning normally. And she closes the door. Once Mom Unit is gone, I wait exactly 67 seconds. And then I creep down the stairs. But I do not get very far. Enough, Mom Unit says. If you do not power down now, you will lack energy for the bot ball game tomorrow. Do you want to interface with your friends or not? Fine, I announce. I will go to my module, but I will not power down. Mom Unit tucks me in tight. The sleep module is soft and warm. Maybe I could close my eyes for a millisecond. Will you stay with me until I go into sleep mode? I murmured. Mom Unit smiles and clamps my hand in hers. Of course, she says. Now power down, little robot. Dream sequence initiated. The end. This is a project I did with a t-shirt I bought at the Dollar Tree for $1. And I took my magic markers and I drew a design. You can draw whatever you want. And if you take rubbing alcohol and soak it real good, it will spread out like tie-dye. Then on the back, I took my hands and outlined them to make it like I was giving her a giant hug. Next, I went to my craft room and dug out some old jewelry and some beads. and I took apart this belt that has jewels on it and ended up using it to decorate the back of the t-shirt for the bracelet, and then I found some silver pearl beads and used that for the ring. Next, I took the jewel and I glued it with tacky glue, and then I sewed it on after the glue dried, and then I also sewed on the pearl beads for the ring. You probably already know this, but I wanted to share a simple way to tie a knot in your thread when you are sewing. Yes, I actually licked my fingers because it works so much better. Just make sure your hands are clean. And then you just roll it between your two fingers and it will make a knot. Super easy, super quick. As I sat here and looked at this spool of thread, I was wondering, how old is it? I have an old antique sewing cabinet that belonged to my grandma, Goebel, and it still had quite a few of her supplies in it, and this spool of thread has to be very, very old, and it's a wooden spool. Well, I'm all done sewing the jewelry on the back of the shirt, the ring and the bracelet. I bought this roller cutter at the Dollar Tree, $1. I can't believe it. I wish I would have bought more. I absolutely love this thing, and it just has a little slide to cover the blade so you won't cut yourself when you're storing it. Very nice. While I was making this, I actually cut all the fringe with scissors for the front side, and that was pretty challenging, actually. Then I remembered I had this roller cutter, and oh my gosh, what a difference. It's just so much easier to cut material with it. I also decided to cut some strips inside the sleeves. Now I'm threading beads through all the fringe. I know I've seen beads like this at Dollar Tree. I'm not really sure that's where I got these from, but you have to make sure you have them with a big enough hole that you can get them through the fringe. And to make it easier, I took just a thin piece of wire and I used that to thread it through. When I finished putting all the beads on the fringe, then I knotted them. On one side, I knotted each bead individually with the fringe, but I found that I had to make such a big knot in order for the beads not to slip off that I decided to tie two pieces of fringe together, and that worked so much better. Here's the t-shirt that my granddaughter made for me. Zoe planned a party at her house for all of us. It was an X's and O's party. I got this bingo game at the Dollar Tree. It's really cute. And put them in here. And I don't, oh, that's where you put them in. See, I'm learning everything. You could put the balls in here. I was feeding them in one at a time through here. So it goes like this. Awesome. And there's your number. 47. I'm trying to pop all these off, and if you just twist them, like roll them, they'll come off so much easier. This is really cool for $1 at Dollar Tree. That just, it always blows my mind. I worked at a nursing home. I'd ride my bike there when I was 13 and 14, and I got to help the activities director. And they had a big one of these, and I always loved it when it was time for bingo. I remember when we were spinning it around, we would say, round and round she goes, where she stops, nobody knows. Dollar Tree bingo. Here's the bingo cards. And then here's the little tabs. Oh, stretch. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I want each and every one of you to remember how very precious you are and how very loved you are. See you next time.